It's 10 o'clock, so I'm going to get started. Once again, welcome to Mobility Lab. My name is Lisa. It's Sunday, May 3rd, and I'm going to get started. So it's a new month. Happy May to everyone. And this month, our theme is going to be mindset. Last month, our theme was open. The month before that, I believe it was courage. This month we're talking about mindset. We're going to be focused on mindset. We're going to take the whole month to dive into why and how mindset affects our performance, both in athletics and in life in general. And we're going to work on some skills to help adjust or change our mindset to better support improvement in whatever areas of our lives or our physicality that we are working on right now. So today, however, I want to pan out and keep it general so we can lay a foundation for getting more specific on this topic. So today I want to talk about mindfulness in general specifically, and then why practices that we work on every single week are so crucial for how we perform at the gym and in competitions and at work or in our relationships. So mindfulness practices is what we're going to really be talking about more generally today, taking it back to the foundation. So mindful awareness, if you've been practicing it for a while, enhances elasticity. So we talk a lot about being flexible in mind and body. Mindful awareness enhances elasticity of both mind and body. And so the recent science of neuroplasticity tells us that the brain can actually be changed by mindfulness practices. And studies using functional MRI have actually shown that when engaged in mindfulness-based meditation or mindfulness-based stress reduction, that MBSR practice, or practices, the brain can actually begin to form new connections, new neuropathways, new structures that support improved patterns of thought that translate into enhanced performance. And so the way I like to think about this is by imagining walking through a field of tall grass. And if there is a well-worn path through that grass, through the field, of course we're going to be taking that well-worn path. But what mindfulness practices allow us to do is to recognize that the well-worn path may not always be the most beneficial path, and in fact may be impeding our progress or hurting us in other ways. So mindfulness allows us to look across the field and start forming new pathways. And the more we practice, the more we tramp down the grass, and then the easier it becomes to choose those new pathways in times of challenge or stress or difficulty. So in this way, mindfulness supports resilience or the enhanced ability to bounce back after a setback or an injury or other challenge that we may face. And we're always going to be facing challenges. So resilience is a really important quality to cultivate in ourselves. So mindfulness sets ourselves up for resilience and gives us that competitive advantage to more effectively reaching our goals. So mindfulness is effective specifically because it translates into a way of being and relating to all aspects of our lives. So rather than being a specific tool for a particular goal, mindfulness gives us a different way of looking at the world and experiencing the world. And here I'm going to borrow from Pete Kirchmer from the UC San Diego Center for Mindfulness and his MPEAK program, which I had the opportunity to take here in Santa Fe from my Pete Kirchmer trained teacher, Kate Reynolds. And according to Pete, mindfulness practices do several things, which he calls the 4 pillars to support optimal performance. So mindfulness practices invite us to inhabit our body, and our body being that platform on which mindfulness can unfold. And to experience mindful awareness of the body through interoception, which is our theme for January, all the way back in January now. Interoception being the felt sense of the body, the internal felt sense of the body, and proprioception, or the awareness of body in space and how it relates to our surroundings. So, second pillar, mindfulness, invites us to get out of our own way and to let go a little bit. So, underscoring the universality of the wandering mind and the futility of trying to stop the mind from wandering, because that is just the nature of the mind. And also recognizing that the stories that we tell ourselves and the habits of thought that we cling to are the very things that can either inhibit or support our performance. So that's a really important point. So pillar number 3, mindfulness practices invite us to stop avoiding difficulty. And that might be pain or fear, stress or failure. And instead of avoiding it, we're invited to sit with it, to welcome it in as an opportunity to grow and learn, and to use the experience of being in our body as a way of grounding ourselves in these moments of difficulty. And the 4th pillar, mindfulness practices, invite us to see the pitfalls of perfectionism, the pitfalls of self-criticism. So while perfectionism and self-criticism might be good motivators, they certainly have always been good motivators for me. Research actually shows that optimal performance is better supported by encouragement and reward, community, and self-compassion. So the 4 pillars of mindfulness, of how mindfulness works to improve performance. So the rest of this month, we're going to get into more detail about mindset. But today, we're going to be doing a relaxation practice using MBSR techniques. And we're going to be returning to the foundation of what we do in Mobility Lab with a restorative yin practice as well. So it's all about stress relief today, all about being in our bodies and becoming aware of this sort of well of stillness that we have within us, that we can access at any time the more we practice. So let's get moving with our meditation today, or actually get still with our meditation today. So our meditation today is going to be taken from a reclined position. So I invite you all to take a lying down pose. Grab a blanket. So if you're cold, you can put the blanket over top of you. If you've got a pillow, if you want to put the pillow under your knees or under your head, just in finding a posture of support and relaxation and reclined posture today. So I'll give you guys a second to find your meditation posture, that reclined posture for the day. Or for the next few minutes anyway. And once you're in your position, just allow the eyes to close. And tuck your shoulder blades up underneath your upper back. If your eyes are already closed, you can close them again. Letting everything go now. Finding a position of comfort and support. And take this moment to notice all the places your body is making contact with the surface beneath you. And the support you're receiving just lying there. Often we do an upright meditation, but today we're going to be doing a lying down meditation, really focusing on deep relaxation, the deeply relaxing practices of mindfulness. So now in scanning through your body, notice the sensations that you're feeling there. Notice the sensations of your feet. Now the sensations of your ankles, your legs, your hips, your lower back, and your spine, your chest, your arms, your shoulders, your neck, your head. And when you're ready, bring your awareness to your breath. The actual physical sensations as the air moves in and the air moves out. And letting the breath be just as it is, without trying to change or regulate it in any way. Just notice its rhythm and its pace, knowing that you are breathing perfectly well right now, just as you are. There's nothing to do. Allowing a sense of being complete and whole in this very moment. Letting the breath breathe itself. And as you rest here, invite an image into your mind's eye of a lake. A body of water, large or small, held in a basin by the earth itself. And feeling in your own heart that water seeks to lie in these low places, to find its own level. It asks to be held, to be contained. And letting this image come gradually into greater focus. And even if an image of the lake doesn't form for you, allowing a sense of a lake and a feeling of its presence. The lake may be deep or shallow, blue or green, muddy or clear. With no wind, the surface will be flat, mirror-like, reflecting trees and rocks, sky and clouds, holding everything in itself momentarily. And the wind may come and stir up waves, allowing light to dance on their changing surfaces. And when night comes, it's the moon's turn to dance on the lake. And in winter, the lake may freeze over, yet may be teeming with life below the surface. And as you rest here, breathing, allowing the image of the lake to form in your mind's eye, invite the image of the lake into your own body so that your being merges with the lake, becomes one with it, so that all of your energies in this moment are held within it in open awareness compassion for yourself. In the same way, the lake is held in receptive embrace of the earth and rock in which it sits. And breathing as the lake, allowing its body to be your body, open and receptive, moment by moment, to reflect whatever comes near, and to be clear all the way to the bottom, or to be muddied with difficulty or confusion, experiencing moments of complete stillness and other moments in which your surface is disturbed and choppy, reflections and depth lost for the moment. And through it all, as you lie here, simply observing the dance and the interplay of your mind and your heart, your thoughts and your feelings, impulses and reactions. And these come and go as ripples and waves. And knowing the effects of your thoughts and feelings on your body, in contact with them, just as you're in contact with those things that affect the lake, the wind, the waves, the light, the shadows, the reflections, the colors. Do these things, do the thoughts and your feelings, do they create calm reflection? Or do they muddy your waters? Do they create waves of tension or restlessness? And is that okay with you? Aren't all of these part of the experience of being the lake? And perhaps now expanding your awareness beyond the surface of the lake, so that you become the stillness below the surface as well, which at most experiences only gentle undulations, even when the surface is choppy and ragged. And in the same way, in your daily life or in your workouts, can you be in touch with the changing content of your thoughts and feelings, but also with the vast and unwavering reservoir of awareness itself, residing below the surface of your mind? The lake can teach us this, can remind us of the stillness within ourselves. And if this image is helpful, you might engage it from time to time in your meditation practice, or as you move through the many actions of each day, carrying this vast reservoir of mindfulness within your heart, within your body, and dwelling here in the stillness of this moment. We can be the lake, cradled by the earth, reflecting the sun and the moon, rocked by wind and waves, and smoothed into glassy moments of quiet reflection of trees, light, shadow. Just take a couple more moments here in quiet stillness, you're ready, take a deep breath in. Send the breath deep into your belly. And then open the mouth, let it go, sigh it out. Another deep breath in. And on the exhale, let it go. And on the next inhale, if you've got a blanket over you, I invite you to take the blanket off. If you've got a pillow under your knees, just remove that pillow. And then bring the soles of your feet to the mat and take them about mat's width apart, so a little wider than hips width. And take your hands to your belly. Gently blink the eyes open. And just begin to rock the knees back and forth. So windshield wipering the knees. Let's inhale as the knees rise. And exhale as the knees fall to one side. So moving with the breath, slowing it down. Inhale, the knees rise. Exhale, the knees gently fall. Again, this yin practice today is going to be more of a restorative yin practice than we normally do. Let's take one more round, letting the knees fall to each side. Inhale, rise. Exhale, knees fall to the right. Inhale, knees rise. Exhale, knees fall to the left. And inhale, let the knees rise. Take the arms out to a T. And then gently allow the knees to fall to the right side now. And then if that's enough sensation, stay right there in the twist. If you'd like to deepen just slightly, you can pick the right foot up and cross the right ankle on top of the left knee. Taking the arms out to a T. And if you'd like, you can look over your left shoulder if the knees are falling to the right to deepen the twist. Or you can just have your head straight up, arms out to a T, and just breathe. Holding the twist. Becoming as passive as the shape will allow. So our intention here is to reduce effort. To let go of everything we can let go of. Invite deep relaxation, lengthening of muscles and fascia. Taking expansive inhales, creating space on the inhale. And then on the exhale, softening into that space. And just a few more seconds here. And on the next inhale, unhook that right ankle from the left knee, taking the foot back to the mat, and then inhale to feed it back up through center. And then we'll exhale to allow the knees to fall to the left side this time. Keeping the arms out to a T. Once again, you can stay here if this is enough sensation. If you'd like to deepen, you can lift that left ankle now and place it on the outside of the right knee. Deepening the twist in a passive way. stay with the breath. And when you notice your mind wandering, bring it back to the breath. Bring it back to the present. Let go of stories. Let go of planning. Let go of list making. Or ruminating over a conversation or a situation. And just be right here. Breathing this breath in this body. And take a big, deep inhale, expand the lungs. And on the exhale, unhook the left ankle from the right knee. Inhale to allow the knees to rise up. Reach the arms straight up overhead. And take a big, deep breath in. And on the exhale, slowly roll all the way up to standing. And if you need to grab the knees to allow some extra support as you rise up, do so. And now we're going to, and from this upright position, take the feet about mats width apart. And grab your pillow. This pillow is our most important tool this time. So taking the feet about mats width apart, knees stay bent. Take the pillow, just rest it right between your ankles, and then just rest your forehead on the pillow. Keeping the hands alongside the legs. Just a gentle forward fold. And continue to breathe, unhinging the jaw, softening the face, feeling supported. Relax the shoulders. A few more seconds here, just breathe. Nothing else to do. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, slowly rise up. And we're going to extend our legs and find a seated straddle. So your legs don't have to be as wide as they can possibly go. Just take a wide-legged seat. And again, we're going to be using this pillow. Lengthen the spine up. And then on an exhale, just allow the forehead to come to rest on your pillow. No need to force your way deeper into this stretch today. You can always turn the pillow to the other side if you'd like to bow a little deeper. Be supported in your postures today. That's what the pillow is for. It's to remind us of the support that's available to us. So resting the forehead down, just become passive in the shape. one more minute, 90 seconds. Directing the breath to sensations. If you're feeling sensation in your low back or your mid back, see if you can direct the breath to that place, creating more space where you feel tension, using the breath as your tool. And take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, slowly rise up out of the fold. And keep that pillow handy. We're going to be turning to face the left side of our mat. So we're going to bend the right knee in front of us and the left knee behind us. So finding a deer shape and facing the left side of our mat. And now we're going to grab that pillow and place it alongside the right hip. So we're going to be moving into a deer twist now. So take a moment to really lengthen the spine. And then we're going to be twisting and bowing by turning our upper body to face the right and then bowing over that pillow, using the pillow for support. Deer twist for 3 minutes. So settle into your shape. And if you want to deepen the twist, you can turn your head to face the right. So you get a twist all the way up into your neck and the top of your spine. Or if you'd like to have more of a closed twist, you can keep the head turning to face the left. Might slightly more gentle in the neck. Whatever your capacity is for today. So find your shape, settle in, and find some stillness there. Little over 1 minute left. Unhinge that jaw. Smooth out the forehead. Sending breath into belly and hips. Take a deep inhale. Expand through the side ribs. And on an exhale, use your hands to press yourself up. And coming back up to your seat, you're going to take that same pillow and turn it so that it's sideways on your mat. And then bringing that pillow a little closer to the hip, we're going to be reclining onto our side. Keeping the feet and legs in a deer shape posture, extending that right arm long. The left arm can lay alongside the left side of the body, or it can reach up overhead to get a side body stretch. So sort of a combination of deer and side lying banana. Getting a side body stretch. And just breathe here. Let it go. As you breathe, go deeper into the awareness of physical sensation. What are you holding on to? What can you release? What's holding you back? So one more minute here. Breathing into the side of the rib cage, the low back, the hip. Take a big inhale, expand. And on an exhale, lower the left arm, take the left palm to the mat, and just use it to help you rise back up. And just push that pillow to the side as we turn to extend the left leg. So the right sole of the foot is still going to be up against the left inner thigh. So lengthen the spine first, and then exhale to just fold forward. And if you'd like to bring that pillow with you, to rest your head on the pillow, either upright or on its side, do so. Be reminded of your support today. Holding this single-legged forward fold for about a minute longer. Sending breath to hamstring, to low back, to hip, fully aware of the physical sensations of the body. On the next inhale, fill up. And on the exhale, gently rise, sitting the pillow off to the side. Take the right hand, place it right behind your sacrum, and then gently lift up the hips. Coming up onto the right knee, reaching overhead through left fingertips, keeping the left foot planted. Just a couple breaths here in the stargazer pose. And then exhale, circling the arm back down, coming back to your seat. And now we're going to switch sides. So moving into deer on the second side, the left knee is going to be folded in front, the right knee folded in back. Find your pillow once again. Place it right up against that left hip. And then inhale to lengthen the spine. And then turning to face the left, just gently bowing forward. Folding forward. Finding your pillow to support you. And once again, if you turn your head to the right, it'll be a little more gentle on your neck. Or if you have it in your capacity and would like to deepen the twist, you can turn your head to the left, looking over the left shoulder and deepening the twist. And just breathe. We'll be in this posture for about 3 minutes. And you soften your face. And you breathe space into the side ribs. Can you stay present with the sensations of your body? One more minute here. Just breathe. Big, deep inhale, expand through the rib cage. And on an exhale, palms to the mat, use your hands to press up. And then keeping the feet and the legs in deer, you're going to be turning that pillow the opposite direction. And then lying down on our side with the pillow right into our side. Coming into a side-lying banana, extending the left arm long. The right arm can extend overhead or can lay on your right side. And breathe. We'll be here for 2 minutes. Just a few more seconds here. Soften into the shape. Deep, expansive inhale. And on the exhale, use the right palm against the mat to press yourself up to your seated position. We're going to turn towards our right side, extending the right leg out. So we're going to be moving into that single-legged forward fold. So inhale to lengthen the spine. And exhale to fold over the right leg. You can bring that pillow around. If you'd like some support for your head, you can again use that top of the pillow to rest your head if you can get it to stay there. Or you can just fold forward and rest your forehead on the pillow. Continue to breathe. Soften in this forward fold for a total of 3 minutes. And 2 more now. Big expansive inhale. And on the exhale, rise back up to your seat. Set the pillow off to the side for the moment. Place the left hand behind the spine, and then lifting through the hips, rise up onto the left knee as the right arm reaches up and over. Just a momentary side body stretch, hip opener. Breathing into the hips, breathing into the rib cage. And then exhale to lower the seat down, circling the right arm back around. We're going to use that pillow once again Placing it sideways on your mat so that it hits you right in the mid-back. I'm going to be doing a supported fish pose. So this can either be doing with straight legs or with soles of the feet on the mat. We're just basically going to lie back onto the pillow, allowing the head to drop down to the mat. So again, the knees can be slightly bent or legs extended. Getting a little back bend, supported back bend here through the middle back. Just one more minute here. Breathing into the mid-back. Breathing into the rib cage. Now take the biggest breath you've taken all morning. Expand the rib cage. And on the exhale, we're going to roll to the right side now. And then all the way over to our bellies, keeping that pillow right there and moving into a supported sphinx. So bringing your forearms in front of the pillow, keeping the pillow underneath your belly, your lower rib cage, and then lengthening through the spine. Keeping the shoulders dropped away from the ears, the spine is long, the chin is slightly below parallel. And just holding the sphinx. If that pillow is too much or doesn't feel supportive, you can remove the pillow and just do a normal sphinx with elbows right below shoulders. Spine is long. Sending the breath into the belly and the low back. One more minute here. Using just enough energy to hold the shape and letting everything else go. Letting go of hips, letting go of low back. Deep inhale. On the exhale, lower down, take the palms underneath the shoulders, and then press yourself up. Coming onto the knees, take the knees wide. We're going to be moving into a supported tadpole or a supported frog. So tadpole is basically Knees are wide, toes are touching, so similar to child's pose. And with the pillow facing the long direction on your mat, you can just rest down in tadpole, turning the head to one side or just resting the forehead down. Or if you'd like to go into supported frog as an option, or if you'd like to progress into supported frog, what we basically do is just maybe take the knees slightly wider, extend the calves so that they are parallel with the mat, and just lower the forehead down on the pillow so you have some support in your frog. So whichever variation you wish, or you can progress from tadpole into frog. And we're going to be here for 3 minutes. Two minutes now. Final minute. Take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, back out of your frog, bringing the knees in. Bring the knees all the way in. And then just rounding forward into a forward fold, taking seed pose. Arms alongside the legs. Forehead resting on the mat or on a pillow or on a block. Take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, palms to the mat, rise up. And now we're going to come back to a reclined position. So taking the pillow with you, place the pillow underneath the knees. And then bring the soles of the feet together, finding your butterfly position. So you're going to be doing a supported reclined butterfly. So ease your way back onto your elbows, and then moving into a reclined position with that pillow supporting you underneath your legs, reclining in the butterfly. A couple minutes here. alert and aware of the physical sensations of your body, the activity of the mind. And as it drifts, calling yourself back to the experience of right now, the breath, the sensations. Letting everything else go. Exhale, take the hands to the outsides of the knees and use your hands to help guide your knees up. And then draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. Maybe rock side to side, massaging your sacrum. And then, as you're ready, I'm going to turn the knees to rest on your pillow, but to face the right. So stacking the knees, the bent knees, and turning them to face the right, and then extending both arms out to a T. So we began class today with a twist, and we're going to end it with a twist, slightly different variations of this twist. So a stacked bent knee twist. Arms are out into a T, and don't even bother twisting the neck. Just allow the spine to be straight and long on the mat. The legs gently supported with the pillow. Grounding yourself in the experience of being in your body. Letting your shape be just as it is today, without trying to push your edges. Letting go of the need to be anything other than as you are, just in this moment, right now. Scooting the hips back over. Give yourself a little squeeze once again, just a brief squeeze. And then taking the arms back out to a T, turning the knees to the left now, coming onto the left hip as the knees stack one on top of the other, resting on the pillow. Arms out into a T, spine is straight, upper spine is straight. Getting a twist in the lower spine. And breathe. Unhinge that jaw. Release the root of the tongue. Let the eyeballs sink and become heavy. yourself in that deep reservoir of stillness just below the surface. On the next inhale, allow the knees to rise up. Scoot the hips so that your spine is in alignment. Give yourself one last squeeze, hugging the knees into the chest. And then extending the legs long. If you'd like to use that pillow under your knees for a supported Shavasana, now is a great opportunity. Just allowing the arms to fall alongside the body. You can take up some space here. Just be supported, be relaxed. If you'd like a blanket on top of you for your Shavasana, grab your blanket, be warm. But just settle into your reclined Shavasana position now. Fully surrendering the weight of your body down. Closing the eyes. Melting downward. Dissolving into liquid. And as I leave you in your Shavasana this morning, I'm going to leave you with a quote from Anne Lamott's book called Stitches, which I've been reading a lot lately. We try to help where we can and try to survive our own trials and stresses, illnesses and elections. We work really hard at not being driven crazy by noise and speed and extremely annoying people whose names we are too polite to mention. We try not to be tripped up by major global sadness, difficulties in our families, the death of old pets. We work hard. We enjoy life as we can. We endure. We try to help ourselves and one another. We try to be more present and less petty. And some days go better than others. We look for solace in nature and art, and maybe, if we're lucky, in the quiet satisfaction of our homes. We are social, tribal, musical animals, walking percussion instruments. And most of us do the best we can. We strive for gratitude and try not to be such babies. And then there's a mass shooting, a nuclear plant melts down, just as a niece is born, or just as you find new love. The world is coming to an end. Where is the meaning in the meteoric passage of time? Where is meaning in the pits, in the suffering? Our lives and humanity are untidy, disorganized and careworn. Life on earth is often a raunchy and a violent experience. It can be agony just to get through the day. And yet, I do believe there is ultimately meaning in the chaos, and also in the doldrums. And what I resist is not the truth, but when people put a pretty bow on scary things. My understanding of incarnation is that we are not served by getting away from the grubbiness of suffering. Sometimes we feel we are barely pulling ourselves forward through a tight tunnel on badly scraped up elbows. But we do come out the other side, exhausted and changed. And in the midst of the chaos and the challenges of the coming week, I invite you to picture the deep reservoir of stillness within you. Be mindful and compassionate with yourself, accepting that change is hard and at times dramatic and at other times subtle. Challenge yourself to take on the mindset of the lake, allowing the wind and the waves to pass over you, and remembering the depth of stillness that is always available to you, just below the surface. So be well, Fit Fam. Keep moving. I'll see you next time for Mobility Lab. Love to all.